Okay. What's going on, everybody? Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Man, tonight we're getting started a little bit early. Hey, what's going on, Miss Yachty? Um, man, today has been a heck of a night already, but you know what? I'm here. Hey, Miss Anya, Yadira, hello. Um, so today, excuse me, we are having a heck of a day. Not in a bad way. A very good. Oh, thank you, thank you. I just went out to eat a little bit and all that good stuff, and finally coming back home for a little bit and kind of chilling. I literally just walked in the house, got everything set up, and so now we're together. So before we get started, how you guys doing? Hey, Christopher, how are you guys? Good, I hope. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, ma'am. I'm doing well. Tired. Um, I finished my book today, and I started another book. So yeah, yeah, that's where we are today. So anywho, Miss Augie's still working on her stuff. Awesome. Were you out driving around today, Miss Shotty? I mean, with a brand new car, you better been out driving. What? You better stop playing. Get out there and start driving. Huh? Stop playing. Okay, let's get started. So today we are doing things a little different. Hey, what's going on, B? We're doing things a little differently tonight. Um, Today, I don't know if you guys know this or not. Let me share my screen with you. Make sure we're good. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is day 50. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves. What's up, Jerry? What's going on, guys? Clap for yourselves. You guys are with me on our 50th episode. 50th episode, y'all. 5-0. Not the police. Not the popo. 5-0. 5. 50 episodes. We've been live 50 days straight. 50 days straight. He said, before you ask, hell yeah, you can't give it to me now because I didn't ask you for a hell yeah yet. I'll tell you when to give me my hell yes, Chris. Stop trying to jump the gun. I do appreciate you though, buddy. Thank you. 50th episodes. So here's the thing. We're clapping not only for you guys showing up. I appreciate that. You clapping for yourselves, right? And you're also clapping for me because I also think that if I don't clap for me, nobody else will. If you don't clap for you, nobody else will. So I just want to say thank you guys for sharing 50 episodes, 50 presentations with me. Hey, what's up, Renita? What's going on, dear? 50, y'all. Stop playing out here. Stop playing. All right, let me jump in right quick. So, first off, welcome to Axe Fearless. On this channel, your beliefs will be challenged, your values will be examined, your morals and your excuses, even your thinking, will be put on trial, mine included. We don't do surface talk here, we go deep. Everything that we talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is battle tested. We talk about our dreams, goals, aspirations, pain, pleasures. We even talk about the patterns and the things that are holding us back. This channel is not for the faint of hearts. It's not for people that are fragile. This is for people that are open, honest, and ready for transformation. Because that's all we're doing here. So if taking accountability, ownership, and responsibility isn't for you, here's the thing. I don't want you liking me. Don't follow. Don't share. Don't subscribe. Matter of fact, I don't even want people to know that you know me. Okay? But if you are ready for change, if you are ready to take a little bit of accountability, to learn a couple things, and more importantly, learn about yourself, then pull up a seat and welcome to Axe Fearless. I am your coach, life coach for the evening. I've been coaching for about 23 years. I have a bunch of certifications, but at the end of the day, who gives a shit? If I can't help you get from point A to point B, doesn't matter what type of education I got. Does it? Right? All right, so here's the thing, real fast. I'm not here to motivate people. I'm not here to coddle or sugarcoat. I can't want your dreams more than you. Okay? And I'm not here to fix you because you're not broke. Misled, maybe. Dent, cracked, scuffed, scraped, scarred, yes. Broke, no. So what am I here to do? I'm here to turn the what into how. How do I do that? Well, I understand that most of our dreams, goals, and aspirations and problems, we have them because not what we think about, but how we think about them. So my job is to kind of help you to shift how you think about what you're thinking about. That's it. You shift that one thing, everything else shifts too. Okay? Promise. I am not going to have you do anything that I haven't done myself first, that I'm not currently doing or willing to do, or not willing to go do with you. So if you're scared, call me up. I'll come with you. I mean, now if I can't get there, I'll be in your ear. Okay? Like that's my promise to you. Okay? All right. So before we get started, please go grab yourself a pen pad or whatever you need to focus. Blanket, snacks, snuggie, an open mind, obviously. Walkie-talkie, or, and my boy Jerry Skates, reading glasses, which is what I have on. Okay? Everything that we talk about, well, today is going to be recapping. So we're going to recap everything, but repetition is key. Everything worth knowing, learning, or understanding, or even teaching revolves around it being repetitive. Okay? You're not going to learn it once or twice. It's something that you have to hear constantly. Okay? That's what we do. Like anything else, if you have any questions, please ask. That's what I'm here to do. Answer whatever questions you may have about this. And if I say something that you disagree with, let me know. I don't mind people disagreeing with me. Matter of fact, I love it. Okay? Now, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, I got this itch. The doctor said that. He said I can't find anything. He said I ran all the tests and I can't see it. I don't. I don't know why you itching so bad. What's going on with you? I said, Doctor, I got a problem. He said, Mr. Cummings, what's your problem? I said, I can't get started, sir, until I get my hell yeah. Let me get my hell yeah. Thank you, Miss Renita. Thank you for bracing me with my hell yeah. You like the doctor thing? That's kind of weird, I know. What say you, Miss Yachty? Thank you, Christopher. Now there's my hell yes, sir. You do not give me my hell yes until I ask you for my hell yes, kind sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Miss Yadira. Thank you. Where we at, Jer Bear? And I'm pretty sure that Rebecca is knocked out. And if you are, good for you, dear. Good for you. Jessica, give me my hell yeah while you're in the car. Because I know you're doing something with a bunch of people, and I need my hell yeah. Anybody in the car listening to you, I need a hell yeah from them too. Thank you all. All right, sorry, let's go. Now let's get this thing started. First and foremost, word of the week brought to you by Hanging with Miss Anya. Promo coming soon. Anya, where she talks about. Oh, let me see if I can. Let's see if I can pull her. Y'all lucky I can't pull her stuff up. Y'all lucky I can't pull it up. I'm gonna have to put her stuff in my stuff too. Brought to you by Miss Anya. Miss Anya's gifts. But today's word of the week is problem. I think Sunday we're gonna change it out. So every Sunday we'll probably either Sunday or Monday we'll start it off with a new word. But word of the week is problem. And our daily synonym is befuddlement or befuddled or to befuddle. It means a state of confusion or puzzlement. Befuddlement. I was extremely befuddled by where Fearless was going with his doctor visit thing that he was just talking about. He left me befuddled. How do you guys like that word? Befuddlement. And please use it. Again, it's a synonym right along with problem. Okay? Good. Let's keep it pushing. So tonight we're talking about recapping. We're gonna recap everything that we kind of discussed. We're not gonna go too deep into everything because we already done that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of tired. So this is gonna be kind of an easy night. Plus I started late too, so sorry about that. Hold on one second. Okay, thanks, Chris. So yeah, we're gonna recap season 5 and kind of go from there. So the one thing that I want to talk about that we talked about in actually 3 different times, but this to me is so serious, it's so pertinent that I really want to make sure that you guys get this down. Okay. And that's the exit, voice, leave. What's the other one? Neglect. And then the other one is consequence. And then think before you act. Okay. So this is when we were talking about self building or confidence building. We were also talking about when to leave, when to walk away, when to speak up. So we've talked about this. And this is one of those things we're going to talk about constantly. Between this and, oh man, that would have been great. Ah, dude, I should have put that one up here. Remember when we talked about the hero's journey, and we talked about all those things that we're gonna go through. I think we're gonna talk on that probably once every couple weeks, maybe, just so just to keep that story in the front of your mind. I don't want it in the back of your mind. I want it in the front of it. Okay, want it in the front. But the E, as you guys can see, hold on, let's see, stands for exit. Remember, exit means to tip out, to leave a situation. When leaving feels easier than staying engaged. By show of hands, how many of you have walked the fuck off of a situation? I. Let me get an eye from y'all. How many of y'all have had to exit a situation? How many of y'all had to say, you know what? I'm good on this. I'm not doing this with you. Chris said I. Yadira said I. Okay. What about the rest of y'all? What about you, Renita? My mad scientist? What say you? Because you be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Jessica, I know you have because we've already talked about it. Jerry, I know you have because, again, we've talked about it. Miss Anya, I know you've walked away from a situation. Miss Anya, quick to walk away from people. She is quick to deuces. I'm out. She's quick to leave a person there. Like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. Right? But so walking away, checking out, cutting sides from people. We have to be willing to walk away. Okay? You got to be willing to walk away. Okay, let's go to the next one. Voice. When you speak up, sorry, I stepped away. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I answered that one for you, though, Miss Renita, because I know you've walked away from situations before. So now we're on the second one. Voice. When you speak up or push back to influence change, you got to keep your mouth open. Say something. Because otherwise, people are just going to run all over you. They're going to walk all over you. We teach people how to treat us. I'm going to say that again. We teach people how to treat us. So if you cool with just letting people walk all over you, guess what they're going to do? They're going to stomp all over you. Why? Simply because they can. Because they can. Okay? Use your words. Just like we talked about yesterday. If you feel befuddled, say something. If there's a problem, say something. If there's a bit, if you're feeling if there's a bit of a Katzenjammer, say something. Okay? Say something. Use your words. Express your needs. What did we talk about before? Standing up for your values. Yeah, I know what those are. Stand up on that shit. If you say that you're going to do something, you got to follow through with it. You have to follow through with it. Every morning, you know what I started doing? I started going for a mile plus walk every morning. Every morning. Right? Because I said that I would. Okay? Miss Anya comes with because she loves to walk. And here's the thing. If I don't want to do it, she's like, hey, I want to go for a walk. And I got to go do it. Right? Again, like I told y'all, it ain't got to be a daily thing. but at least 2 or 3 times a week. Go get some exercise in. Okay? Go get your walk on. Do other things in between that. But that's what I said I wanted to do, right? And that's what I started doing. So thank you, Miss Anya. Okay, so loyalty. Hell, when you stay committed, sometimes even when it hurts. By show of hands, how many of us have stayed in a shitty relationship or whatever? How many of us have committed to friends and family when we shouldn't have? You know what I'm saying? How many of you done that? I had to say I. Let me see a hand. How many of us have stayed loyal? Thank you, Ms. Yachty. Christopher Yachty. So many of us, ladies and gentlemen, have had to. We've stayed in certain relationships with people when we know we should have left a long time ago. Some of us have endured things that we know we should have spoke up on years ago. Y'all feel me? No, you should have stayed up, said something. How many of us stayed the course when we should have left? Remain loyal when they weren't loyal to us at all. Hmm? Risked everything just to stay in a shitty relationship with people who don't give two shits about you. And let it be known. She said, you got to keep going till you're dead. Thank you, Miss Anya. I will remember that. Telling y'all, man, Miss Anya's wild out here. All right, so that's loyalty. The next one's neglect. Right? Neglect or ignore. When you silently give up without actually leaving. How many people have done this at their jobs? Silently giving up. Silently, emotionally, physiologically, mentally just checked out of a place. Like, you know what? I'm out. I'm good. Whatever. Another word for neglect when you just don't care no more is not complacency. Starts with the C. There's another word. It's the opposite of hate. Indifference. Indifference. See, the opposite, when people think about the opposite of love and the opposite of hate, a person might think, no, okay, no, you're good, bitch, that's good. I figured you were. When we think about neglect, most of the time we just don't care. We done checked out. Okay? That's exactly what we've done. We've checked out. Think about that. Checking out. By show of hands, how many of y'all have checked out of a situation? I'll speak for myself and Miss Jessica. We both have, because we just talked about this. When you got to walk away. When you've, and not just walk away, but sometimes we've stayed. We've stayed in situations like, oh, all right, cool. Yeah, this is where we are. This is what we're doing. You know? Again, when you know you should have left. And we sabotage through inaction. I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing that. I'm not paying this. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm going to ignore this. Like the problem going to just walk away if you ignore it. Shit, homie, the problem's still going to be there whether you pay attention to it or not. I got a couple calls today on some stuff that people just ignoring. Like, damn, bro. Like, who raised you motherfuckers, man? Good God. All right, number C, consequence. Every choice has a cost, whether you face it now or later. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I like to face my shit head is up. If I can help it, I don't want to be thinking about it. I don't want to sit there and wonder what this is or what that is. I don't like doing that. If I got a problem, let's handle that right now. Right? What happens if you don't handle that thing wisely? Matter of fact, let me ask you guys. Do you guys understand that everything comes with a set of consequences? Good and bad. As well as indifferent. Good, bad, or indifferent. How many of you believe that everything has a set of consequences? And again, like I told you, the word consequence doesn't just mean something bad. By definition, it means something that happens after something else. Consequence is a result of something else. Okay? The consequence of eating healthy is what? Losing weight. The consequence of walking every day, as well as eating healthy, is what? Losing weight, getting healthy. The consequence of not studying is what? Getting bad grades. Right? Unless you know the information. Okay? So what happens if you don't choose wisely? Yes, you're right. It festers and grows. Yes. The price of action or inaction. You're going to pay for it one way or the other. Reality always collects. Your dreams might not. Your aspirations might not. Your goals might not. But reality will always collect. Because you can duck your head in the sand if you want to. But that train is still coming for you. Whatever you reaped is still coming for you. Whatever you sown is still coming for you. Just saying. Just want y'all to think about that. All right, last but not least, think before you act. Should I walk away? Should I say something? Should I just stay loyal regardless? Should I ignore this? Right? There's consequences of all these. This right here is, am I willing to face what's coming? And you got to think about the action or the plan that you're about to take. Slow down the process before you pick your move. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but research shows that when you actually chill, you take a 30-second breather, it helps your mind to reset. When you think before you act. And here's the thing, you might fly off the handle at first. You might react like crazy. Because I know I have. You might be pissed. But before you do something, think it through. You could be upset all you need to be. This week I've been upset probably, couple times. Annoyed. But I thought before I acted. I talked it out before I acted. Okay? Think before you act. And this is good, bad, or indifferent. If you got a plan to go after something, if you wrote down your to-do list or goal list, think before you act on it. Now, don't think too long, but think. Okay? All right. Um, I don't know which one we did this one on, but this one is 6 steps to how to question, change, or rewire our beliefs. Okay? Change, question, or rewire the way that we believe things. So, catch the limited belief. Okay? What do we, I don't know if you guys remember what we talked about with this. Hold on, let me see if y'all can see that. I'm going to say, okay, damn. Okay, we should be okay. So it says, catch the limited belief. Like, what is it? Remember, the intention is everything. We got to know what the belief is before we can actually do something about it, right? Before we can rewire it, before we can change it, we got to know what it is. Okay? Do you guys remember this one? Give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah, I remember this. Right? Catching that limited belief, knowing what it is. Number two, change the validity. So if it's a limited belief means that, man, I ain't the smartest in the I'm not the smartest in the world. Or I'm not good at this. Or I'm terrible at this over here. Or man, that ain't gonna never happen for me. Right? Challenge that. How do you know that's not gonna happen? Who says that's not gonna who says that can't happen for me? Where did you get this information from? Who gave it to you? When did they give it to you? Where did they give it to you? Were they talking about you? Is this person capable of doing what they told me I couldn't do? Right? Who, what, where, why, when, how, and if that shit. Want to get over it? Ask better questions. Okay? Number three, identify the root experience. Right? Did somebody say something to you? Where did you pick this up at? Because if you were on the island by yourself, you wouldn't know that you weren't good at this. You wouldn't know that you weren't good at that. There's a bunch of shit that you wouldn't know that you weren't good at, but because you're around other people and we're always judging, we're always comparing ourselves to stuff, you know you're not good at certain things, right? So identify that root experience. Decide what you want instead. Decide what you want instead. What about Yachty? Do you remember us talking about this? Miss Renita said, you know what, Yachty, you may not have been here. I don't know. Because I know you were out of town for a while. Right? So we have to decide what we want to believe instead. All right? Now, how do we do that? Well, the same way that a lot of the beliefs that we have to question it. You got to build that shit up. So, like I told you guys before, how do you tear down a belief? You have to question it. Question your experiences, assumptions, references, or superstitions. Superstitions are those dumbass beliefs that we have. Like you shouldn't buy a black cat. You shouldn't walk in a house with an umbrella or open an umbrella up in the house. Anytime something happens, knock on wood. Those are superstitions. So in order to knock a belief down, you got to question it. You have to question the validity of it. Okay? So how do we anchor a new belief? Same way that you tear down an old one. Evidence, right, or experience. But I would say evidence, an assumption, references, create a new superstition. Here's the thing, man. We create them all the time. You're just doing it. Those stupetitions, yes, ma'am. Yep. You're so right about that. All right. So rehearse and reinforce the new frame. You got to you have to rehearse it constantly. Whatever I tell you guys before, or whatever, anything that you want to learn, teach, question, any of that stuff, what's the one word that we have to consistently keep doing in order to learn something? Anything worth knowing, learning, anything worth knowing, learning, teaching, or understanding revolves around what word? What word revolves around those things? Because once you get that one word down, everything else works. Everything else will just work for you. Okay? What word am I looking for? Yachty, Yadira. What word am I looking for? Anything worth knowing, learning, teaching, or understanding revolves around one word. What is that word? You can go ahead. Repetition. Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Dady. Repetition. Anything worth knowing, learning, teaching, or understanding revolves around repetition. You want to get better at believing shit? Be repetitive with it. Hold on, sorry. Rehearse it constantly. See it. Believe it. Step into it. Know it. Here's the thing. I do not like working out. So I'm not motivated to do it. But once I start, that's where motivation, I find the motivation to continue. Okay? All right, so number 6. If you guys remember, 6 simple steps to fill in those confidence gaps. Number 1, silence your inner critic. What does that mean? Whose voice are you hearing? Is it yours or somebody else's? What are they saying to you? Remember? Who, what, where, why, when, how, and if. Question that shit. Question the validity of it. Everything is repetitive, y'all. All of it. Stack those small wins. Every time you get a little win, clap for yourself. Don't we do that every time we start this? Since we've been doing this, we clap for ourselves, don't we? We clap for ourselves constantly. Right? Reframe failure as feedback. What are we talking about? Number 1, here's the thing. Unless you have succeeded, take failure out your vocabulary. Failure don't exist for y'all. Within our group, in our team, failure does not exist. Because in order for failure to have existed, you have had to have succeeded at something. The only way something happens if you fail is number 1, you've succeeded at that and you got knocked off. And then you're just using the word to tell yourself why you can't do something. But if you haven't succeeded, there is no failure. Now, some people say, well, you can fail your way to success. Yeah. But then guess what? You're going to succeed your way right back to failure. Whatever goes up must come down. Right? So, right now, it's all about experimentation. What worked versus what didn't. That's what we talk about. We don't use that F word in here. That is the only word, for the most part, That is a four-letter word that we shouldn't even be uttering. You see what I mean? Matter of fact, let me know that y'all agree with that. Matter of fact, let me ask you, do you agree with that? Instead of using failure as our benchmark, how about we use the word experimentation? Because with experimentation, that tells us what worked versus what didn't work. What worked versus what didn't. What do you think, Miss Renita? Okay. And that's a good thing. Listen, y'all, it's a great sign if Renita's agreeing with you. You know what I'm saying? So for now on, what do you think, Renita? No, sorry, Yachty, if you're even with us. She's probably done tipped off somewhere. Right? Okay. Number 4, stop comparing, start creating. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Start creating your shit. Put your head down and get to work. I was writing this thing today. Again, because I'm always writing. And I wrote in here, if you want to be rich, stop looking at the clock and do the work. I'll repeat that again. If you want to be rich, stop looking at the clock and do the work. I think that a lot of people feel that that they got to put their hours in. Man, I put in 45 hours of this week for my stuff. I can't tell you how many hours I put in on anything. Except when I'm actually working at a job but doing this, I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I don't look at the clock. I look at the clock because I have to go somewhere or I may have to stop. But I'm not looking at the clock because I have nothing else to do. Because I got work to do. Nah, we're not doing that. Right? Keep your head down and get to work. So if you looking to make some money, put your head down and get to work. The money will show up. You gotta have faith. Faith. To work without the unseen. To work without the unseen. To believe without seeing. Just saying. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Now here's the thing. Let me kind of touch on that for a second because I think that there's a difference between comparing yourself in a negative way and comparing yourself in a positive way. I think that like looking at Miss Anya and she's always wanting to record, right? So I'll compare myself. I'm like, okay, how am I doing? All right, cool. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, but I'm like, all right, but Anya only does like 15, 20 minutes. So maybe we should do that too. Anya also goes out and she don't care who she's around. She'll give a business card. She'll talk about whatever she has going on to any and everybody. So I might compare myself to Miss Anya in that degree. I might see something that somebody else has and be like, ooh, and be inspired by what they got to go do it on my own or to go do that too. But to look at a person and be like, man, that's where I should be. All that's going to do is knock you off before you even get started. It's going to knock you off before you get started. So we're not even messing with that. Okay. Number 5, act before you're ready. Jump. I was just talking to Jessica today about this. She was telling me some of the the apprehensions that she has about just jumping out there and getting started. I'm like, yeah, I feel you. I'm like, yo, I got them too. I have them too. This ain't nothing new. I got it too. You don't think I was scared as shit? You know? Right. And I understand it does, Jessica. I get it. I mean, but you got to remember, when I started this, what did I ask you to do for me? What did I ask you to do for me when we started this? Was I nervous? Was I scared? Was I apprehensive? Apprehensive, right? Was I anxious? Jessica, what did I ask you to do for me when I started this? Day one. What did I have you do for me? You know, come on, man. I know that scares you. Y'all, let me ask y'all, how many of y'all be in your ear? That's it. That's it. Just sometimes, yeah, you just got to do it. But here's the thing I know for some of us, and I say us because I'm included, I get nervous. I get scared. Shit, I'm not afraid to say that. 46 years old, scared as fuck. Last 10 years, I've been wanting to do this. I have a random conversation with somebody, and it inspired me to come home. Hey, I'm scared. Come with me. Just be in my ear. All right, I got you. You know? How long were you in my ear for, Jessica? A week? Yeah, I think like a week. And then we went to, hey, just do it, just be on the screen with me. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the kids around, and I'm like, nah, fuck it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? So again, you graduate, and then at one time you're like, what? Do you still need me in your ear? No, I think I'm good. I think I got it. Right? Just like training wheels. You know, that's what she was for me. Training wheels. And then once she let go, I was just able to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so I'm just saying, act before you're ready. So, Yachty, do you have that same fear? And everybody else that's in here, like, talk to me. Do y'all have that same fear? Do you guys have that same fear of acting before you're ready? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Yachty said, oh my God, yes. Okay, so Yachty, so what's scared? Let me ask you, what prevents you from moving forward? Just give me just a couple words like I'm scared or I don't want to use the F word, whatever. Like, tell me real quick. What? You too, Renita? Like, what prevents you guys from moving forward? What prevents you guys from acting before y'all ready? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, what? Let me ask y'all, like, what's preventing y'all? Because here's the thing: you haven't succeeded to that panic, and I shut myself down. Okay, perfect, good. There we go. So when you panic, how do you panic? Like, what specifically do you do to panic? So you say I panic, I shut myself down. Okay, But how do you shut yourself down? Do you say like this isn't worth it? Do you say like I can't do this? What do you say? Okay, so fear, doubt, the unknown, etc. Okay, I can't do this. Okay, perfect. So these are some of the things you say to yourself. Now do you guys understand why it's so important to silence that inner critic, to stack those small wins, to reframe how we see things? Here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. If we looked at this from a standpoint of experimentation, would that be as scary as just jumping off that ledge and acting before you were ready? If you called it something else, if you said, let me see what would happen, do you think that might? Matter of fact, how about you guys try it with me? Let me see what would happen. It's not, oh my God, I'm going to start this new business. I'm going to go create this. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to sell this thing over here. I'm going to make this for these people over here. No, 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 no. No, no, no. All we're going to do is see what happens. I want you to say that. I want you to think it. I want you to say it. Let me see what happens. Try that on for size. Just a little bit. Try that on. Let me see what happens. There you go. She said, man, I'm at the stage of my life. I'm just jumping into the frying pan, right? Of course. Right? But if we look at things, Yadi, Jessica, I need you guys to really look at that. Just say that. Just say it to yourselves. Let me see what happens. Not, I'm going to start a business. Not, I'm going to sell this and the other. Just, I wonder if, dot, dot, dot. Let me see what happens here. And so it doesn't matter whether you succeed or fail because it's not about that. All we need to figure out is what's working, what works versus what doesn't work. That's it. Is that a little easier to swallow looking at certain things that you want to do if you look at it from that standpoint? Jessica Yachty, is that a little easier to look at it if you to just say, let me see what happens? That's it. Let me see what happens. Right? Jessica's not really. Why not? See that? Again, Jessica, it's so Jessica, if you're looking at it, you're not looking at it, or are you looking at it from, let me ask you, from what standpoint are you looking at this from? How about we start there? From what standpoint are you looking at it from? Are you looking at it from a business aspect, or are you looking at this from an aspect of like this is like, is it business or is it experimental? Because those are two totally different things. So how are you looking at it? Another thing too, ladies and gents, is that we have to be open. Okay? And Yanni, there's nothing wrong with that. What does number 2 say? Stack those small wins. Hey, buddy. So again, stack those small wins, y'all. Have a seat over there. Thank you, buddy. Okay, cool. Again, again. Okay, so let me touch the first thing and then I'll move to the next. But some say, okay, so Yadi says, in some things, yes, I can do that. Other things, no. Here's the thing. That's what number 2 is for. We stack those small little wins. Stack them small things. Stack them. Sometimes I will I'll write out a list of what I need to do. But then in the interim of writing out that list, I'd have done other things. So I'll double back and I'll write all the things that I already done just to cross them off. You see what I'm saying? Just so I can cross shit off. Let me see if I have any. Okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I have a bunch of. Hold on, let me see. Okay, there we. Sorry. Anyway, so I got a bunch of little things in here, and I got a bunch of them that are marked off. Right? Bunch of stuff marked off on here. Right? And so what I'll do is I'll double back. I'll write stuff that I already did just to cross it off. Because what happens is that sends a physiological and psychological thing to yourself that says, I'm winning or I'm knocking stuff out. I'm accomplishing things. So it doesn't have to just be something that you just have on your list. Sometimes write shit on your list that, of course, you're going to go do that. It don't matter. Write it down, cross it off. Take them small little wins. A lot of us don't do shit because we think that we have to eat the whole elephant. It doesn't work that way. Eat a little bit of it. Just a little bit. Take a couple bites. That's it. That's all it is. Jessica, for you, I still feel like an imposter. I tell myself that I'm good enough to make a profit selling furniture, but then when I mess up, um, it kind of just reminds me that I'm still a newbie. Yeah, because you are a newbie, and you're gonna fuck up. Like again, our objective, and that's what I'm trying, and that's why I was asking you, how are you looking at this? Because you keep going back to looking at it from a business standpoint. I urge you to let's switch it just a little bit and let's approach this from a experimental standpoint. Right? That's it. All of it is based on experiment. What worked and what didn't. That's it. Another thing for you, Jessica, is that you are a perfectionist. Like I told you before, the woman across the street is not. 80 to I'll do 75%. Get it to 75%. Put it out. Just see what you can sell it for. That's it. And like we're making this more than what it needs to be. We're putting way too much emphasis on uh on the end result. It's not about the end result. Honey, it is about the fucking journey. Use your daughter as an example. Her name is Journey. So use that. It's not about the destination of where you're ending up. It's about the journey of getting there. It's about the journey of taking something that you love to do and sharing that shit with the world. That's it. That's all we're doing. Okay, that's it. I don't know what's gonna happen within the next 100 shows that we do. I'm not focused on 100. I'm focused on this one right here. When I shut this off, I'll be focused on the next one. That's it, dear. I can focus on where it goes, but I can't focus on who sees it. Do you see what I'm saying? There's only certain things that we can control, and that's it. For the rest of this shit, we ain't got no control over it. None of it. Put it out. See what happens. My father, again, died, what, I think yesterday? I think yesterday, right? I'm, he used to tell me, man, I had so many goals, so many things I wanted to do. He never did them. Never did them, right? Never did them. So we can sit here and worry about perfectionism. We can worry about overthinking. That's cool. But it ain't gonna never get done. Y'all, so am I. So am I. I didn't do a lot because I'm like, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Now, Jessica, you've seen me. Sit down. I can knock these things out in how long? 15, 20 minutes now. Give me an hour to learn everything. After that, I'm good. I'll go do something else. I don't focus on this no more. That's it. I when we're doing this, y'all, I give you 80% of everything I got. 80% of what I have. I'm giving you 80%. I'm not gonna give you 100 because I would have even started if I was trying to give you 100%. I'm not gonna give you 100%. I'm gonna give you 80, but I'm gonna keep giving you 80 every time. 80% every time. Every time I'm gonna give you 80%. Why? Because there's gonna be that time where I fuck up. Okay, I'm okay with that. That does not bother me. And like I told y'all, you guys are inspiring me to continue on. Y'all inspire me, man. You guys do. I mean, I was just talking to Yadi, I think yesterday, about like the way that Miss Anya inspires people, and she doesn't even know it. Me and Jessica was just talking about how funny she is, and she's not even trying to be. You know, Yadi, how many times have I told you, I don't know what it is about you that inspires me to work a little harder? You know what I mean? I don't know, but it does. You know, Jessica, you as well. You know what I'm saying? That some of the things that y'all do, that shit inspires me to want to work a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Like that inspires me. You know, and I also don't want to let y'all down. So, I mean, I'm gonna be me regardless, but I ain't gotta always be me, right? To be a little different. That's all it is. And last but not least, speak like you believe it. Speak like you believe that shit. When you say that I'm a I flip furniture. Oh, I do a little bit of restoring furniture. No, say that shit from the fucking. Don't even say it from the chest. Say that shit from the stomach. You know? No, I build furniture. You see what I mean? No, I do YouTube. Right? I'm a use when Anya go out, she talks from the chest, stomach, neck, throat. She will tell anybody anything. She ain't shy to say shit to nobody. Again, right? Speak it like you mean it. Speak like you believe it. Eventually, one day you will. You say something long enough, with enough conviction, with enough force, you'll believe almost anything you that comes out your mouth. And all you got to do is put some action behind them words, and that's how you start building that confidence. Like I told y'all before, if you all you doing is talking, your confidence ain't gonna never get built. Confidence comes from action, based off of what you said you were gonna do. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Here's the other thing, right? Looking at the accountability that we have, we'll get this and then we'll probably be done. But collateral damage, the silent fallout. How many other people have to pick up your pieces? No. How many other people have to pick up your pieces because of your lack of accountability, your lack of responsibility, your lack of ownership? Come on, man. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Remember, if you don't step up, that shows people that they ain't got to do it either. So if you're telling your daughter to, hey, I need you to be a woman of your word, to do this and the other, you got to start first. Everything that we talk about is a me first type of thing. If you're not doing it, you can't tell other people to do it. Another reason why when y'all ask me, hey, you want to start walking, you want to start doing this that, and the other, why y'all think I'm so quick to say yes now? Just saying. Because I have to hold myself to the same shit that I would tell somebody else to hold themselves to. Plain and simple. Right? Trust breaks without warning. When you don't step up, that means other people ain't got to step up either. When you say something, that means ain't nobody gonna take your word for shit. See what I mean? Others become your cleanup crew because you didn't step up like you said you would. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know how you gonna take it, but to be honest with you, let me tell you how I feel about things. Y'all might see it differently, but I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. And this is also what changed my life as well. I was broke because I chose to be. I was broke because I chose to be. Now, some of y'all may be like, nah, it don't work like that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because as soon as I started believing that, and I started saying that, and I started living by that, the opposite, the adverse started to happen. Money just started flowing from all over the place. When I chose something different, I got something different. Majority of us knows exactly what it is we're supposed to be doing. You don't need to uncover it. Or excuse me, you don't need to discover it. You need to uncover it. It's already there. It's already there. I'm doing what God put me here to do. Right here, right now. This is what I'm doing. If I was around you long enough, I can get any of you to do anything. Anything. As long as you said you wanted it, we would go do it. Off top. Right? I'm that good at this. If I was allowed to do whatever, if I was allowed to push you, we'd have most of y'all would have this shit done in a week or two. I'd I'd say a month. we would do 90 days, probably a year's worth of shit in 1 to 3 months. 1 to 3 months, we would do 90 days worth of shit. Do y'all hear what I'm telling you? Within 1 to 3 months, we would do a year's worth of shit within 0 to 90 days. That's what I meant. Sorry. How can I guarantee that? Because look at what I'm doing. Like I told y'all, me first. You see me doing it. So it's not like I'm sitting there telling you to do something that I'm not doing myself. Because you can see it. Okay? Here, let's touch a couple other ones right quick. So right here, this is another one for Yachty, Renita, Jessica. Own what you already do well. Right? And these are those steps to building that self-confidence that y'all keep telling me that you don't have, which I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't believe you. I've seen too much out of y'all to sit there and believe or accept it. Oh, I don't know. Yes, the fuck you do. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Own what you already do well. You know what you do well. Jessica, you know what you do well. Remember that person I told you about? That we were talking about that mutual acquaintance of ours that moved to the southern states? And I told you that she is very good at one thing in particular. Sweet Jesus. So I'm telling you, come on now. You got to know your shit and own it. That's all I'm saying. What? Like we talked about before, challenge the shit that comes out your mouth. You know what you're good at. When you lose time doing what you do, that's when God, man, motherfucker, Jesus was a fucking carpenter. I'm pretty sure his work wasn't all that goddamn good. Because they'd have been like, hey, we not going to crucify this one. His work is phenomenal. Beat his ass or something, but we ain't going to kill him. His work is way too good for us to be wiping this dude out. Right? Here's the other thing. Keep those promises to yourself. Whatever thing you say that you're going to do. Matter of fact, this is what I would tell you to do. Tell us. Tell us that you're going to do it. Tell your group that you're going to do that. So then we can all hold you accountable. Excuse me. Y'all see what I'm saying? Tell the group about it. Tell the group that you plan to go on 2 walks two walks a week. Okay? Tell the group that you plan on starting that car detailing business. Come on down so we can figure something out. Right? I need some test subjects. Let me test my skills. Tell the group that listen, I'm a finish, complete, and post one of my furniture sets. Whether it's a chair, whether it's a table, I don't give a fuck what it is. Tell the group that you plan to do it. And tell us when you plan on doing it. So then we can hold you accountable for that. See what I'm saying? See, when you have that social commitment, that's different than micro commitment. That's totally different. Because you can tell yourself all day, this is what you're going to do. But sometimes with some of y'all, you need to say it to somebody else. So then we can hold you accountable. And then for the most part, you're probably going to do it. Or you're not going to show up anymore. Okay? Here's number 4. Do one hard thing on purpose. So what's that hard thing that you've been lacking on, Jessica? What's that one hard thing that you've been wanting to do, Yachty? Jerry, if you're still with us. What's that one thing that y'all been wanting to do that you done kind of talked yourself out of? I'm really asking, what's that one thing that you've been wanting to do? Yes, she does. What's that one thing that you guys have been wanting to do that you haven't done? Because, I mean, maybe it's that big hard thing that we need to knock out first before we start doing them little small things. This sounds crazy, but my one thing is consistency across the board. Okay, cool. But let me tell you a problem with that. The problem with consistency straight across the board is that you need to start with something small. Big, but small. If that makes any sense. You can say, I need to do it all the way across here, but you got to start with something. You got to give some type of an olive branch. You good? All right. All right, chill. Right? You got to give an olive branch. You know, when you're negotiating, you got to be willing to give something. What type of skin are you willing to put in this game? I'm here every night. Whether people show up or not, I'm here. Whether we got 7 people or 700, I'm here. Right? I'm here. Oh, okay. I love this, Johnny. Driving more because I'm a passenger princess. Okay, drive more. Listen, drive around your block. Drive around the block. You know where everything is. Drive. You ain't gotta go too far. Drive up, drive over, grab something to snack on, drive back home. Y'all don't like I told you, man, it doesn't have to be nothing big. Something small, right? But isolated. Let's stack that. Shit, Yachty, for you, pull out the driveway. Go around the block a couple times. Then park. Go back in the house. Next day, do the same thing. Next day, go out a little further. Instead of taking one block, take two. Then take three. Go up to Taco Bell. Go get some Chinese. Everything you want is within a mile of your house. Everything. Okay? Audit your circle. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around. You are the average of the 5 people that you hang around. If you want to be wealthy, you don't want to be hanging around broke people. You don't want to be hanging around people that lost their jobs. You don't want to be hanging around people who got excuses all the time. Because if you're the fifth person, if you're the sixth person, and everybody around you got finance problems, what do you think is going to happen to you by default? Wow. What do you think is going to happen to you by default? See what I'm saying? Audit your circle. Audit the people you keep around you. Perfect. I love that. I love that, Miss Miss Renita. I love that. Yeah, you're gonna end up just like them, right? So audit the people you keep around you. Reframe every failure as feedback. Hmm. Again, this will be the last time we use that F word. We will only say we're looking for feedback. There is no failure. There isn't any. It's only experimentation. What worked versus what didn't. I don't give a shit what you succeeded or failed at. I want to know what worked and what didn't work. I was working on this cabinet, didn't work. I had to restructure it. Oh, okay, cool. Did you get it moving yet? Not yet. Still working on it. Right? When? My estimation is a week from today. Have it done, put it out. Okay? Again, it ain't gotta be perfect. Your driving ain't gotta be perfect. Your variety of art ain't gotta be perfect. Just put the shit out. Get it out there. Stop fucking around. Put it out there. Okay? Again, hold on. Okay, we'll do this one and then we'll knock it out for the night. Define what starting means to you. The simple steps and how to start anything. Do you guys remember this one? Understanding though that simple process. What does it mean to start stuff? Why is starting so imperative? What does it mean to you? Right? Name that fear behind the delay. Because when we talk about failure, like I told you before, if you haven't succeeded, you're not going to fail. Oh, I didn't make it. Cool, it's an experiment. Stop looking at it as success versus failure and look at it from the standpoint of did this work or did that work? Yes or no? That's it. Because at that point, you could say, well, I didn't make it because blah, 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 blah. I failed because as soon as you start using failure, that's an excuse. You're justifying why you didn't just keep moving. But with an experiment, you keep going until you figure out what worked. That's it. So if you want to sell something, figure out what the selling point is. Oh, yeah, I tried to sell it for 900. It didn't work for this, but it did work for that over there. Y'all see what I'm saying? We're not in the business of failing. We're in the business of experimenting. Did it work? Did it not? How do I get this to do this? What steps have I already taken? That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Ride it. Okay? So from now on, we're not talking about failure. We're talking about what worked versus what didn't. So if you tell me about your dream, goal, or aspiration or problem, I'm going to ask you, what have you already done? What's worked and what's hadn't worked? We're going to reframe the shit out of everything. I'm going to rid you of failure. I'm going to rid you of it. We don't fail at shit. We experiment and reframe everything. That's what we do. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a hell yeah? Miss Yadira? Jessica? Renita? Okay. All right, so I'll make this quick. So shrink that first step. Make that first step small. It can be big as fuck. I don't care. Break it down so we can get it done. Give yourself a 24 hour. Give yourself 24 hours. And if you need my fucking help, ask me. This is what I'm here for. Because here's the thing, once our 100 days are done, if I'm busy as shit, I'm not going to lie to you. Y'all going to have to come wherever I can fit you in at, because I'm not going to charge you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm giving this shit to y'all. Take it, steal it, borrow it. Hey, Fearless, I need your help. Cool, where we at? Fearless, I need your help. Cool, where we at? Right? Because once I start getting busy, I'm gonna have to put you in wherever I can fit you. Whereas right now, you got me to yourself. You got me all to yourself. Right now. This time you say, fuck yeah. Thank you. Right? Right now, you got me to yourself. Okay, number 5, create accountability with intention. Create that accountability, damn it. Again, you got a whole team of people here that's willing to hold you accountable. Use us. Because we're going to use you for the same thing. I'm using you for the same thing. I need help with accountability, so I need my team to help me. Y'all my team, right? We a team, right? So I'm going to need your help. I cannot do this alone. Okay? Just like you, Renita, this really goes out to you. You're not going to make it out here by yourself. This is what we're here for. We're here to help. You shouldn't have any goals that we don't know about. You shouldn't be sitting there thinking like, man, I got to go through this alone. The fuck you do. You got a whole life coach over here. Use me. I am okay with that. Okay? Let me do my fucking job. Okay, is that okay with y'all? Let me do my job. Like I just told you before we go, celebrate the step, not the outcome. Celebrate the step, not the outcome. I just told Jessica that. Celebrate the step. The fact that you went out there, the fact that you grabbed your stuff, get to work, play some music, finish it up. Don't go back into the house until it's fucking done. We ain't talking about selling shit. We're not talking about where we're going to post it. We just want to get it accomplished. Let's get it done. That's it. So we can move on to something else. You're not going to get a truck until you start selling shit. You're not going to start selling stuff until you start finishing shit. You're not going to start finishing stuff until you get out there and do the fucking work. Yadira, you're not going to become a good driver until you come pick me the fuck up. Until you go pick up Jessica. Until you go pick up me and little Anya. In the morning, you should be bringing Anya to me. Anya would be cool with that. You should be bringing Anya to me in the mornings. Yadi, I should be asking you to drop my guy off at the day center. You see, I'm just being facetious with that part, but still, come on. We got to be helping each other. Okay? All right, you guys. All right, so we are done with the recap of season 5. Tomorrow is season 6, episode 51. Like I told you guys, thank you for taking this journey with me. We got 50 more to go. And no, after tomorrow we have 49. After today we have 49. So yeah, can't believe it. Thank you guys for taking this step with me. Thank you. I appreciate you. You guys have been amazing. I bid you a farewell. I bid you a good night. And like I tell you guys, dream big. I'll see you tomorrow. And in the immortal words of Miss Anya, bye.